today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here, obviously. I'm so unprepared for this intro because I'm actually getting ready to leave for dinner. I'm actually leaving for dinner in about 30 minutes from now, and I thought that I would film this and just like set up all my equipment and record myself getting ready for tonight because I knew I wanted to do something super dramatic, so I thought, let's record it, make it easy. So I'm very unprepared for this intro. I have absolutely no idea what I'm calling this look. All I know is I came across an old photo of me and John from when I was 18 years old, and I'm wearing like this exact smoky eye, except it was a little janky, but that's okay. I used to rock these colors like every day for a year and a half, and when I saw this picture, I was like, I have not done those colors in such a long time, so I felt very inspired to redo the look that I used to wear when I was 18 years old. So I absolutely love this smoky eye. We are working with gold and cranberries and purples. It's such a pretty color combination, and I made it really dramatic and really edgy. As you can tell, I really smoked it out. I made it like an intense cat eye. You, of course, can modify it for your face to what fits your needs. You do not have to make it as edgy and angular as I did. You can soften it a little bit and not add as much product. But you know me, if I'm gonna do it all, I'm gonna do it all. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Well, hello. Let's transform this mess, shall we? Okay, let's get started. First thing I'm doing is priming my eyes, as always, and I still use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because it's just my absolute favorite way to prime my eyes ever. Then I'm gonna be going in with the one, the only Scotch tape. Any brand of tape will work, but I'm using Scotch. Just using a tiny bit, like an inch and a half of tape, and then I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm gonna peel it off, put it on my hand again, peel it off again. This is just gonna take a little bit of the stickiness away so that it's not too harsh on the eye area. What I'm gonna do is put this underneath the eye in a diagonal line from the corner of my eye up to my brow. I'm really focusing and concentrating because I want them to be as symmetrical as possible because it'll make our life a whole lot easier if they're symmetrical to begin with. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie Eyeshadow. I know, okay? You can use MAC Samoa Silk, Bamboo, you can use Bobbi Brown Toast. They all have like a similar vibe to them, but Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, that is like my ride or die. That's my girl. So I'm gonna blend that in the entire crease from inner corner to outer corner, and then I'm gonna go in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee. This is another go-to shade for me that personally works for my skin tone for a great transition color in my crease. Whatever works for you, whatever go-to color that you have in your collection, that'll work just fine for this look. So I am using a Sigma E40 to blend this back and forth all the way from inner corner to outer corner, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a precise brush. I'm using the Morphe M433 for this. You could also use like a Sigma E25 if you have that brush as well. And I'm just going back in with Creme Brulee in the crease just to make it a little bit more dark. Then I'm going to be going in with an Ardency In shadow in the shade Copper. I don't know why this is called Copper because as you can see, it is not a copper color. I did wet in my MAC 242 brush with a little bit of Fix Plus because I wanted it just to be super metallic and very vibrant and shiny in that inner corner. This is a beautiful pure gold. Like it looks like a bar of gold, which is why I love it so much. So I'm just going to put that on the whole inner corner area and then just kind of fade it out in the middle of the lid. I'm not going to cover my entire lid with this, just focusing on the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm going to go in with one of my old school all-time favorites. This is MAC Copper Ring Eyeshadow. I told you guys before how back in my MAC days, other fellow like employees would call me Copper Ring because I would wear this every single day that it became my nickname. So using that same 242 brush, I'm going to pack that right over top of that gold in the center of the lid. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite purples of all time, and this is Deep Damson. Again, this is by MAC. This is a pro color. I believe it's still a pro color. I don't know if MAC has changed it in the last couple of years, but you can get it on MACcosmetics.com just like anything else that is a pro product. So using a pencil brush, I am just going to really focus this on that outer crease of my eye. This is where that tape really comes in handy because you can be as messy as you want to be, and that tape is going to keep it nice and sharp and clean for you, which is why I absolutely love this method. So as you can see, I'm just packing it all over that outer corner, kind of focusing on that V shape and then taking it up into the crease. Try to keep this purple as low as possible in your crease and don't take it too high initially because as we start to blend, it will begin to go higher and higher. So try to initially keep that purple nice and low. That way, the more you blend, the higher it goes. I am using the Morphe M433 brush to again blend this up, and then I'll go back in with the Sigma E40 just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. You know how it is. You go from bottom to top and then you blend. And you want to use the smaller blending brushes for the bottom and the bigger for the top. So as you see, I'm using a pencil brush now. Then I'll go in with the Morphe M433. Then I'll go in with the bigger, the E40. Picking up a little bit of Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek now, which is another one of my absolute favorite shadows. I'm going to put just a little bit of that in the crease area because I felt like that purple wasn't blending as seamlessly as I wanted it to. So sometimes picking up another shade will just really help with the blending process, making it look super smooth, which is why I use that. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit more copper ring because in that blending process, I felt like I kind of lost the pop of that copper shade, and I really want to have a nice gradient transition from gold to copper to purple, so I'm going to touch that up in the center of the lid. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the Scotch tape, and you can see the big reveal of what we have on that outer corner now due to the Scotch tape. I am going to use a face wipe. Any sort of makeup remover will do. And I'm just going to clean up this under eye area because you'll see like everything kind of disappear. We had tons and tons of fallout that you don't always notice, but when you have that Scotch tape, you can really see all that fallout on the cheeks. So I'm just going to remove all of the fallout that we have. Then I'm going to go in with a Q-tip because sometimes using Scotch tape, that line can be super duper harsh. So using a clean cotton Q-tip, I will just go in and kind of rub back and forth, and this will soften that line so that it's not like, whoa, that's intense. You know what I'm saying? It'll make it just a little bit softer on the outer edges. Now I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. I'm using Maybelline as always. This is like my favorite eyeliner ever. It is from the drugstore. The price is right. And I swear, like there is no eyeliner that I've ever used that is a gel liner that I like better than this one. So I am very thankful for Maybelline making this liner. And as you can see, because we use that Scotch tape to make that really precise, harsh line on the edge, it really acts as a great guide for your winged liner, which is just awesome because it makes it that much easier. Now I'm going to coat my lashes, and any mascara will do for this because I'm going to be going in with false lashes anyways. I'm going to be using Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. These are my new favorite lashes. This is the 4th time that I have worn this style, and I'm just so in love with them. They are very dramatic. If you haven't heard of Lily lashes yet, they are awesome. I just tried them for the first time this past month, and I'll link them down below for you guys who want to go ahead and check them out for yourself. Now I'm going to be priming my skin using Makeup Forever Radiance Primer. And the reason I'm using the Radiance Primer today is because I'm going to be going in with the LC Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation. And as I have talked about this foundation before, it is a little bit more on the drier matte side. So I like to use the Radiance Primer. And then I'm also going to spritz my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. This is the M439 foundation brush that I've been raving about. I swear this brush and this foundation are a match made in heaven. And I am currently between the shade Natural and Sand, depending if I've self-tanned or not. I know a few people have asked about my shade in the LC foundation. And if you guys are wanting to try it, I do have a limited coupon code. It's not going to last too much longer, and I will put that down below for you guys. Again, thank you so much to Lilith for giving this code because that was very generous of her. So now I'm going to be filling in the eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, and I have actually really changed the way I do my brows. I make them much thinner now, and I'm just very happy with them. They're not overboard like I feel like they used to be. So yay for finally feeling like my brows are getting to a happy place. I'm going to be concealing my under eye area using my absolute obsession at the moment, which is this Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I know I say it in every video, but I swear this is like my favorite concealer of all time. I feel like this concealer would work the best for all different skin types. If you have fine lines, if you have wrinkles, if you have a dry under area, whatever it may be, it is just an amazing, amazing concealer that will work for so many different people. So I am using this in a shade lighter than my skin tone. So because of that, I will also put a little bit of it on the chin, in between the eyebrows, and a little dab of it on the center of the forehead as well, just to balance out that highlight in other areas of my face, because I don't just want the under eyes to be a highlight. I really want to kind of balance this out so that it looks more natural. I know, natural, really, full face of makeup, but still it will actually balance it out and make everything come together much more beautifully in the end. And then I'm just going to set my under eye area with powder so I don't have any creasing, and I am using the Anastasia Banana Powder that comes in her contour kit, and it's also sold separately on her website. And then I mix that with the MAC Pro Emphasize, which is like a stark white powder. I mix those two together for my personal perfect highlight shade, and I will just go ahead and set the under eye. Now I'm going to go in with Foo Faced bronzer. Okay, if you watch my husband tag, then you know why I'm saying Foo Faced. But I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced bronzer. This is the Chocolate Soleil one, and I am using an oldie but a goodie, and this is the NARS Ita brush. You guys know that this has been like a ride or die brush for me, and then I wasn't using it for quite a while, and I am back on the Eda brush big time. I love it so much for contouring. I still stand behind this brush so much. I just think it is amazing. It's just foolproof for contouring, I swear. It just makes it so simple. So I'm also going to be bronzing the forehead just to even that out, because anytime I contour, I always have to go around the temples and the hairline just to make everything come together. And I am using the Morphe E4 brush. I use this for bronzing, I use it for contouring, I use it for blush. I've told you guys this brush is just like my favorite thing right now. It's just got the smoothest bristles. It's just so easy to work with. Now I'm going to line my waterline. This is like the creepiest shot ever, right? I was like, ew. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that. I use the Ardency In black eyeliner to line my inner waterline. And then using a precision brush, this is the Sigma E15 flat definer. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that purple, that deep dampen, and I'm going to just rub that all over the lower lash line, all the way from inner corner to outer corner. And then taking a pencil brush, this is the Morphe E18 with a little bit of that copper ring shade on it. I'm just gonna lightly dust over it. So we have that purple and that copper smoked out underneath the lower lash line. And then I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara. You can see that doing that to the lower lash line really pulls this look together and just makes everything look super smoky, and it makes your eyes pop. I'm going to be using MAC Melba for my blush, which is one of my all-time favorites. It's a matte blush and it's beautiful on a very wide range of skin tones. I used to sell this blush more than any other shade when I worked at MAC because it just looks gorgeous on everybody. It's so easy to wear. And now, of course, we are going to be highlighting, and I'm going to be using Champagne Pop, the highlighter that I created with Becca Cosmetics, because I can't get enough of this shade right now. Let's get real. I am going to be using the Morphe M501 brush to apply this on the high points of my cheekbones. This is my favorite highlighter brush until something better comes along. This has been my ride or die for my highlights. And I'm also going to be taking Champagne Pop and putting it right on the top of that brow bone just to kind of tie that whole look together. I love highlighting my brow bone, especially when I'm doing a super smoky look. I just think that it polishes it off. I'm going to go in with House of Dolls lipstick in the shade She. This is a very nude, pale, peachy pink. As you can see, extremely nude. So I added a mineralized glass from MAC over top of it. Man, a lot of MAC products today. I didn't even mean to do that. I am using the shade Be Nice, which is a beautiful coral shade, one of my favorite glosses, especially by MAC. And then to finish this off, I'm just going to use some Fix Plus, and we are done. Call it a day. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Thank you so much for watching. You know I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.